Oh, you're so cool, Brewster.
We all go a little mad sometimes.
You won, and I died!
I feel a rosy, yeah! They're coming to get you, Barbara.
How's it hanging, Phil?
Come and get it!
So either put the gun down now, or kiss your ass goodbye.
Let's get this party started.
I agree, Dana. Let's get this party started. So, welcome back to Sledgehammer Horror, guys. I am Ken Sledge, and let's talk horror. Now, wow. That episode was freaking incredible. For those of you that were watching along with me, thank you. That was a blast. But, man, I want to actually talk about some stuff now, because I know there's a lot about that we weren't able to talk throughout the episode. So, I will be on my phone for a second, guys. I'm trying to upload my afterthoughts right now, so please forgive me. I promise you guys that you do have my full attention. So let's catch up on the chat real quick. What is up, Stewie? 10 days until Stranger Things season 5 part 2. Agreed. Congratulations on graduating. Very proud of you. Yeah, Kenzie, I'm with you. That was just holy crap. What a great way to end it. Same. What's up, Cam? Let's talk horror, buddy. Let's smash that like button if you haven't already. Subscribe, please. Please, it would mean the world. What an ending. Anthony, you might want to dip, man, because I will definitely be spoiling some stuff here, because I have some stuff to talk about. I think that they stuck that landing so perfect. I think that was the perfect way to end this season. I'm going to go through my notes here as well. Oh man, like my mind is just blown right now at how well they were able to capitalize on the end of this season. At the end of season 6, I was like, how much farther can we possibly go with this? Like, what else can we possibly do? It's getting to the points where it was almost getting repetitive. It was getting borderline annoying at some moments. And then they just stuck it. Like, they stuck that landing, and they did it so damn good. Yeah, Binks is bound to make an appearance tonight, for sure. Spoiler alert. Yeah, there's going to be some spoilers here. Pennywise meets Joe Hendry. Next chapter. Well, I don't know about that, but what I do know is you said his name.
Say his name and he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Man, I'm also trying to add some stuff to this, because some of the stuff that happened here was just so damn incredible. And one thing, man, listen, don't spoil this shit on social media. Like, for some people don't get to watch it live. Don't spoil this shit on social media. That sucks, man. I'm just sitting here and I'm trying to upload everything, and a picture came across. I'm about to upload the picture. It really, really irritates me. And people suck. Don't spoil shit for people, man. That's why I do this. You know it's an after party. You know there's going to be spoilers. When we're doing a watch along, you know there's going to be spoilers. Don't make the first post that I see on there a spoiler. That sucks. That really sucks that you do that to people. I'm going to upload it right now so you guys see what I'm talking about. I should go as him for Halloween. Definitely a lot. Same. I thought that was a great touch. great touch having him covered in blood the whole time. We love Joe Hendry here, Cam. Joe Hendry is our guy. So, all right, I'm trying to get this picture to upload. You know what? I'm just going to email it to myself and then upload. I'm sorry, guys. I hope everybody is enjoying tonight. I heard there was a gruesome scene from the It movie that was cut. Ooh, I wonder which one that was. I'm still hoping that we can eventually get the long cut. Andy Muschietti says that he wants a 6-hour cut of both films. What's up, Cam? What you got for me, brother? Man, I'm still like kind of in shock about some of the things we got from this episode that we're going to talk about tonight. Because there's some things that they talked about that seriously shocked me. Come on. I'm trying to... Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get this picture to load so that you guys can see it. What was your favorite part of the season, babe?
My favorite part of the
Here, come on in. What do you think your favorite part of the season was?
Probably the last episode. Either when
Like this episode that just happened, or the last one like before tonight?
this one that just happened.
What part of it?
Whenever Richie came in and flipped Pennywise.
When he flipped
off.
Pennywise off, that was great.
Either that or whenever we got like there's three that I really like. Whenever we saw Rich with his parent and the ending where we saw Beverly.
Yeah, she's a Beverly stan. This is the picture that I just seen on social media. Why would you post that? The episode just ended.
To be fair, it's the internet. If you don't want spoilers to a big series.
I get that, but just don't be a dick. Like, you don't got to be a dick and spoil it for people. Like, I don't like doing that. But you know me, I don't do that type of stuff.
Yeah. Some people do like look online for spoilers.
Which
though.
I don't get. I'll never understand it. That was awesome.
Let me put that on the candle.
All right. I do have work tomorrow. I do. Basically, Pennywise eating a body, and it took place in the 1600s. God, I would have loved to have seen that.
I want to see. I don't know if more seasons are gonna come out or not.
We're getting 2 more,
Oh, nice.
and they go back in time.
I want to see Pennywise's like first hunt, if that makes sense.
I would like to see that too. I want you to go get ready for bed now.
Okay.
You got school tomorrow. I love you.
Okay.
I don't. Your dad's on Santa's naughty list? I don't. I've probably seen the movie. I just am half asleep too. I'm very tired. What's up, PJ? Bad Santa. Yeah. When Pennywise... Yeah, that was awesome. I loved that. Bill Skarsgård. Oh my gosh. So much. I'll be honest, Cam, and I don't know if anybody else really knows this. I'm not an Elf fan. And I'm not a Will Ferrell fan, really. I think Will Ferrell is so funny, like, in small doses. You know, like, his role in The Goods, Live Hard, Sell Hard is so funny to me. Like, I really think that that's hilarious. But, like, overall, I think the only, like, Will Ferrell movie that, like, I watched and, like, laughed all the way through that he was in was the original Anchorman. Like, Anchorman 1, I think is funny. I think it's a very funny movie. Overall, not a huge Will Ferrell guy. I'm glad you like it, Cam. I got a lot of friends that love Will Ferrell. Yeah, Chloe looks just like her mom. It's crazy. It was. It really was. So, I'm going to pull out my notes now so we can actually talk about some stuff. Sorry, I was taking notes on Chloe's phone throughout it. I love that. When Skarsgård actually did that on Kimmel, that was brilliant. I thought that was great. I do think the fog. Sorry, guys. I was up early this morning for work, and I got to work tonight. Or tomorrow. She is. I'll text you, Cam. I don't like putting their ages and all that stuff online, but I will text you. I do think the opening was definitely a thing for The Mist. Like, it was for, like, an homage to The Mist. I really think that that's a big thing they were trying to do there. And I think it landed. I love how they did that. 'Cause that's the first thing I thought was The Mist. I just, oh my gosh, like the ending is still so huge to me. He definitely could have. Definitely could have. And the way it links up with the first and second movie, so brilliant. And then, why are you not loading? I thought the principal kill was amazing. I was hoping for a little more in the death area, but I mean, it's not like we were short of kills throughout this series. Like, they had some good kills. We had plentiful kills. So it's not like we were lacking in the department, but I was hoping for a little bit more in this last episode. I was hoping for like a bloodbath, but yeah, it is what it is. What the hell is going on? Didn't yawn once during the watch along. Probably. She'll probably be there. I'd be surprised if she didn't. The feeling of a father not being able to help his son and the Hanlon and Dick moment, that might be the best moment of the whole series for me. I thought that moment was scary. I thought that, I felt helpless in that moment. Chloe called me out during the watch along. I cried. Having to see a man beg another man to help him save his kid has to be the most helpless feeling in the world. As a father, that's my job. My one job on this planet now is to teach you, guide you, and make sure that you're safe, make sure that you're taken care of. Shit. Really sorry, guys. Also cut out Pop again, so it's hitting me. That last moment with those two was just, it was nuts to me to see that go down like that. You know, when he said, the part that hit me the most is when he's like, I'm begging you. Like that part when he was talking to Halloran and he said it like that. And it was just like, oh man, like, wow. Punched me right in the chest with that one. That was a rough moment. You're not going to like this answer. Nobody ever does. I'll give the chat a couple seconds. Hey, chat, what's my favorite Friday the 13th movie? Let's see how well the chat knows me. See if I can get you an answer through the chat. If they don't, I'll tell you. But I'll tell you this. My favorite is most everybody's least favorite. They got it. Jason Goes to Hell. What are my top 5 horror movies this year? Cam, that's another one I'll text you after the chat because I just filmed my top 10 horror movies of the year, and that's coming out in a couple weeks, so I don't want to spoil it. But I'll text that to you. That way you can know. Yeah, Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite. It's a mix of, one, I think it's the greatest horror ending of all time. Nobody likes it. I don't know what it is because it's not your typical Jason movie, I guess. It ties in with Evil Dead. It has the Necronomicon in it, so it not legally. It legitimately shows that Jason is a Deadite. And then another reason, the tie-in with Nightmare on Elm Street. If you haven't seen it, I'm not going to tell you the ending of that movie. The ending of Jason Goes to Hell is my favorite horror movie ending of all time, bar none. Absolutely. It's the best ending. It's incredible. Incredible. We should do a half-decade tier for horror movies over the past 5 years. Well, it's funny you mentioned that. The next lives we have, let me pull the dates up here. Because the way that tier lists are going, you can only do so many on the tier. So December 18th, we're tier ranking the horror movies of 2021 part 1, or 2025 part 1. Horror movies of 2025 part 2 will be on December 23rd, and the horror movies of 2025 part 3, and these are all the movies that Ashley and I watched this year. So So we'll be doing a tier ranking of all those. It has to be cut into 3 different episodes because there's so many movies that we've seen that it won't tier up for 2 episodes even. So she's at work. She's worked like every Sunday. She will be there for all the tier rankings though. Like the tier rankings, she will be a part of every single one of those. It has one of the most gruesome deaths, that melting scene with the sheriff. That was awesome. That was awesome. I love that death. God, I love Jason Goes to Hell, man. I love that movie. A lot of body horror. And I'm not going to say where it happens, but there's a part when Jason Voorhees busts up through the floor. And it's just like you see him, and it's tough, man. That whole moment is just so sick. And it's a great payoff. And like I said, I'm a huge, huge fan of that whole movie. Like, I love it so much. And I love Adam Marcus, the director. I think he's a genius. I think that he took a lot of swings with this movie. And Binks is, don't get me like that, Cam. I think Adam Marcus, he was a teenager when he wrote and directed this. It's just so good. Such a fantastic film. And Ashley hates it. Like, my wife hates that movie. Like, oh man. It's so funny because we just did the top 10 horror movies that pissed us off. And surprise, that's on there. But yeah, it's there's just so many different things that Ash and I disagree on, and I think that it makes it more fun. If we all agreed on everything, this shit would be boring. And also, this Wednesday, something I'm very excited about. This Wednesday, I will be on Haunted Hippie's channel. It'll be her, I, and Cody Leach, and we'll be having a big discussion on her channel. So very excited for that. Very excited to work with Haunted Hippie again. Always good to work with Cody. 2 of the people that have been around since I started my channel, that have been friends of mine and worked with me. You know, I've had the honor of working with them a couple times. So anytime I get to join them on their channel is always a pleasure. So I'm very excited. I hope you guys could check that out. Go to Haunted Hippie and set that reminder now so you can join us. Very excited to work with them again. Let's head back to these notes for a little bit. All right. The visuals in this episode were incredible. Like, visually, this episode was amazing. I thought that the visuals we had here were just so, like, I've bitched a lot about this season, especially, and the CGI they've had in this season has not been good. This episode looked so good. So good. Like, the whole episode was just incredible looking. The deaths were great. The myths looked great. A lot of the overhead shots looked really good. The way they were tying everything together. I loved the look of this episode. I thought it was absolutely brilliant. 2020. We started in 2020. So 5 years now we've been doing this. And I love it. I love hanging out with you guys, man. Made some real good friends doing this, too. Yes. I did think that, too. Definitely a Lord of the Rings feeling there. Yeah. Like, to answer that, like, this started... So it's so funny, because it started in 2020 as Ken's Horror Corner. And I got a hold of my buddy Bill. You guys see him in the chat sometimes, William Brayman. And I was like, dude, I think I'm going to start a YouTube channel. Like, I was bored, and, you know, we were in COVID, and I wasn't doing anything. And I told him, I was like, it's going to be, Ken's Horror Corner. And he was like, dude, why don't you just call it Sledgehammer Horror? Because obviously our last name is Sledge. And I was like, God damn it, Bill. Like, that's so genius. Like, why wouldn't we call it that? And it just took off from there. And, one of the best parts of my week that doesn't involve my family is hanging out with you guys. Like, I love doing this. I love making videos. I love when you guys comment on videos. I love doing lives where we just hang out and have conversations. I love you guys. Like, I really genuinely do. I love all of you, and this is fun for me. Like, I never consider this work because I have so much fun doing this. What am I afraid of? Losing my children is a big thing. Not being able to be there for my kids. If it's like what I'm personally afraid of, not a fan of heights. like at all. Some people say I'm scared of bees, but I'm not scared of bees. My one allergy is bees, so I'm a huge wuss when there's a bee around. That's really it. Heights is the big one. I don't like heights. The more traveling we've done a lot of driving, and going over bridges and stuff has kind of quelled my fear of that. I used to be really scared of driving over bridges. But for Sledgehammer Horror, we've had to do a lot of traveling, and that's really helped my fear of doing that. But I think that'll be something that possibly we would do. I would love to do that. I think it's more likely that we would do it at the end of the decade. Well, thank you for being here. Yes, I am an actor. I've done a couple movies now that are on Amazon Prime. I have done a couple movies that are available on Tubi. I've done a couple that are available here on YouTube as well. Acting is like my first love. That's what got me really... Ashley and I did audio-video production in high school. And so we would make movies, and even before that, I always had a camera. I was always, I've always loved to be on film. I've always loved to be in front of an audience, whether it was doing this or playing music. I was the front man in a band for about 15 years. I just love being in front of people. I love being the center of attention. A lot of people don't like to admit that. I do. I do like it. I like to be the center of attention. It's just how it is. Yeah, not so much. You know what? My number one fear, and you guys will probably all think I'm joking or you'll think I'm fucking around, mice. I fucking hate mice. Mice terrify me. I don't know why, but mice scare me so damn bad. Like, seriously, terrify me. And I don't like to talk about it because it's not something that I just hate them. I wouldn't even really say I'm scared. I'm scared of them because I don't like them when they're around. Like, they scare the shit out of me. But, yeah, so for those of you that didn't know that we are actors, I'm going to put the movies that we're on YouTube. Home is Where the Haunt Is. We shot this in 2021 and released it in 2022. This was all us. Ashley, me, Bill... Kenny, my nephew Nicholas helped with some filming. So I'm putting it in the chat right now. Oh, wait, that's the studio version. We don't want that. Boop, let's delete that. You guys won't be able to see that anyway. Put user in timeout. That'd be funny. Put myself in timeout. Let's go here. Alright, let's get this. Oh, those Sledgehammer Horror dicks, they have ads on their stuff. Schmucks. Alright, here is the link for Home is Where the Haunt Is, which is the first movie that Ashley and I did on the channel. And then, the newest movie we did, Ashley and I did not write this one. Michelle Hansen of Fearopoly. She wrote this, and she did such an amazing job, and we got to be a part of it. So that was also just like a super amazing moment for us. And so, and that was cool because, this was the first movie that Ashley and I acted in as husband and wife. So that was really cool to be a part of that. So these two are in the chat. Check them out, guys. I'd love to know what you guys think. Yes, we are making a sequel to Home is Where the Haunt Is. It is called The Ofrenda. It's going to be bigger. This is a full length. This is not a short. So this is one that is going to be a minute. We're almost at the end of the writing process. Kind of because he was scared of them. I agree, Kenzie. It's definitely possible. Yeah, not a fan. MC Zombie, what's up? I like how Pennywise gave that General Francis Shaw the flashback of the childhood. I loved that. That was brilliant. That was so genius. The way they did that. He let him know, I remember you, and now you're going to remember me. That was so cool. Yeah, that sucked. So, quick thing about this, then we'll get back into Welcome to Derry. When we filmed our first movie, Home is Where the Haunt Is, we had rented this house for a week and a half, and we had a week and a half shooting date. And when we shot that film, we got there and they told us like, oh yeah, they're demolishing on Monday. This was on Friday night. So we had to cut so much out of the film, and I'm so bummed that we had to. But we had to cut so much out of the film because of time restraint. And I still love it, but there's so much more I wish we could have done. So much more I wish we could have done. The power of filmmaking, my friend. The power of filmmaking. You cut at the right spot, you just make it look real. He was such a douche. See, I love that. I love that. Like, he knew, like, I'm gonna die because of this little fuck. Like, I love that. I think that's brilliant because he's a celestial being. Like, that makes all the sense in the world. Okay, back to this. We spoiled the Richie Tozier when he said Tozier. I was like, oh, we're getting Richie. Like we're gonna get in to see him. I thought that was cool. I thought that was a really good touch. Good job on that one. That was good. Taniel dying. Didn't like that. I love Taniel. I thought he was great. I think that actor is fantastic. I think he's really good. Obviously, we talked about the general's death, but one thing I want to talk about after they blow Pennywise's head off and the spring Jack in the Box one, that didn't look the best, but that was still cool as shit. Like, that was still awesome. Like, when you saw the spring like that, I thought that was pretty dope. Pretty good. And, talking about just him knowing the future, I think that's genius to me. I really think that's very smart. So he knows where he's going to die, how he's going to die, and he's still trying to figure out a way to stop it. Like, I mean, you're not just going to accept something like that. Like, that's not something you just accept. So, there's so many things that I love so much about what the show is doing, and that was one of them. For him to just come out and be like, my bad. I don't know what to tell you. I'm going to kill you so that way your son can't kill me. I'm all about it, man. I think that's so genius. I can't wait to talk to Ashley about this and see what she thought of the episode. Because it sucks not being able to watch with her, but it was the end of the Losers Club. Yeah. Because obviously that's the end game. It's 2019. That's the last time we ever see him. But, yeah, it was good. I'm trying to find a way to defeat. Right. Exactly. See, I think it is, because they actually took his heart out. Like in this, he just got caged again. In that one, they took his heart, which, again, I would be totally fine if he didn't, and he comes back after that. That would be totally fine with me. But if that's the end, it's a very, very good ending to me. Yeah, so overall, I don't know if Ash and I will do like an overall review on the show, but I mean, it's hard because I really did not. I loved like the first 3 episodes, and then it was like 4, 5, and 6. I was like, what the fuck are we doing? Trying to put on a positive face and a smile, but it was just like, okay, what the hell is happening? But I think they stuck the landing, so I'm very excited for the second season. So overall, I think I'll give it a 6 out of 10. I think that's a fair ranking for me. I'll go with 3 out of 5. I think that's a fair ranking for Welcome to Derry for me. It's so funny, PJ, because Chapter 2 is my favorite one out of all of them. I think it's Bill Hader's acting. I think that's a big part of it. I love it. Not yet. I have not seen it yet. Never watched it. Have not seen it. You should watch it all with her, or does she watch it later? No, she watches it. She'll watch it tonight, and then she'll send me her notes. I'll send her my notes. We'll kind of talk about how we each felt about the episode. She's going to do a ranking too, since she hasn't been able to do a part of this. She's going to do a ranking here as well. See, and that's, again, so many questions. Who did I kill? One of the movies. I killed someone in one of the movies, probably. I just don't remember which one. Oh, I know which one. Okay. Yeah, that's what I heard. So I had no desire to watch it. So, man, like I said, I know tonight wasn't going to be a very long talk, but half of 4 stars, especially. Yeah, Bill's acting, yes. Yep, the guy in the chair. That's what I thought, Cam. Yeah. So, like I said, guys, I really enjoyed coming and hanging out with you guys. Don't forget that Wednesday we are going to be live on Kylie's channel, Haunted Hippie. And then Thursday we'll be starting our tier rankings for the year. And we got some pretty cool interviews coming up this week. They won't be released this week, but I'll be interviewing the young lady that played Charlotte in Five Nights at Freddy's 2, which I'm super excited about. I thought she did a great job. She ended up becoming the marionette. So we have an interview with her this week. And then we also have an interview with another cast member of Silent Night, Deadly Night, the remake. So got some cool interviews coming up this week. So I'm very excited for those. Very excited for you guys to see them. Not going to spoil who it is for Silent Night, Deadly Night 2025. But another cast member we will be interviewing, and I'm very excited about it. So, yeah. If you guys haven't seen Silent Night, Deadly Night yet, fucking watch it. It's so good. It's so good. But yeah, again, thank you guys so much for coming out. I really, really love to hang out with you guys. Can't wait to talk to you guys soon. Hopefully, oh God, I would love to. I would love to. That would be a dream come true for me. Yeah, I know. Me too, Kenzie. But we will be doing a review of Stranger Things right after. And then, like I said, when this, hopefully we'll have, Welcome to Derry Part 2 next year. We can all watch it together again. So, we'll see you guys a lot this week. Like I said, we got a couple lives coming up. It's going to be a fun week of Sledgehammer Horror. Getting ready for the holidays. I hope you guys are all getting ready for the holidays as well. I want to take a little bit of time here before we left just to talk about the atrocities that happened across the world today with the start of Hanukkah. My great-grandmother was Jewish. She fled here after the war, during the war, and I've heard a lot of horror stories. You guys have probably seen me numerous times talk about my my hatred of Nazis, and I don't talk about hate very often. So all the things that happened across the world today at the start of Hanukkah is despicable. So I didn't want to talk about it at the beginning of it, because I know that not everybody, and I'm not trying to make this political. There's nothing political. There's no political pushing here. People died today because of their religion. That should not be political. It shouldn't. And it sucks. It's disgusting and it sucks. So I just want to say, love each other. If you don't understand somebody, show them kindness. Try to understand. It's the best we can do. So, if you haven't already, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. It does help build the channel more than you know. And follow Sledgehammer Horror on social media. Those links are in the description as well. But until next time, keep talking horror. Stay what you are, and we'll see you guys soon.